Good morning. Let's do some farming. What server are we on? International. Hey, Ross Bossman. International 3? No, International 4. International 4. She says International 4. She's just kind of hinting. Inter I said the biggest number international. So International 4. Start. I can't remember what we were doing. Always multiplayer. If I'm streaming, it's multiplayer. We're spraying herbicide. I think I've got my fields all seeded. I think we were doing a contract. Hey, Lucky. I've got weeds. I better go deal with those weeds. I remember that field was growing weeds while I was weeding it. Or seeding it. So it was a weird weed pattern. So I'll grab my weeder and get rid of what is there. I think only the very north end should have weeds. Hey, you know what? We went through a whole week without a breakdown. For the first week, like in 2 months, we went without a breakdown. I delivered not only all my loads, I delivered an extra load. Yeah, that was good. The load I'm supposed to deliver on Tuesday morning, I delivered Friday morning. It's just on fire again. It was nice. Having said that, the truck is in the shop. How's this synchronization going? Magic 10%? It does take a while. Real Earl Cummins Desert Gold color. What? Real Earl Cummins Desert Gold color. Let's grab our weeder. Take care of the weeds. Really early Cummins goldy desert color. Oh, so you're saying the early Cummins were not red. You're saying they were a gold color, not like a cat color, but more of a dirtier color. I think that's what we're saying. Let's make a track. Yeah, I'm relatively new to the industry, so I just assumed that um, cats had always been red, or not cats. Cummins had always been red. What are we up to today? Well, we're gonna start with some weeding, but in real world, after this, whoa, stay out of the fence. After this stream, I'm gonna go work on my quad. Just make sure the tracks are set up correctly, get all the bolts on. I lost one of the nuts, so I had to go buy some new nuts from the hardware store. I'm hoping they have the same thread pattern. And then we're gonna drive up to a mountain somewhere and find a dead tree, cut it down, make some firewood. And then hopefully next weekend take advantage of a working quad and firewood in the snow. Oh. Where am I going? What am I doing? I was confused by the GPS. Ah, I like the red. Red's good. Millennial Farmer map. We'll see what the map is like. But right now I'm really enjoying this map, but we may try out the Millennial Farmer map. I'm playing the Welker Farm map on my single player game. And Mapper's Paradise, they don't make the best maps out there, but they're decent maps. Definitely decent maps. Better than I could do. I'll still pay $100 to whoever makes the map I want. So the weeds should just be on the north end here. Yeah, Yeah, just up here. Because I was seeding, I was going down seeding while the weeds were growing, so, or going, either way, I was seeding while the weeds were growing, so in some part of the fields, you know how the game works. You know what I mean. You know what you mean. Wait a minute, why is the oven preheating this early in the morning? What's that? She's wondering how long it would take me to question that. It's like she's either working on a crazy lunch or supper, or she's making something for breakfast. I'm gonna go with trying to smell. Do I smell bacon? Do I smell bacon? I can smell bacon before it goes in the oven. I'm thinking it's a breakfast thing. What server did we go to? International 4 she went to. And then we're working on the contract down here as well. No idea what Farmer Joe. Oh yeah, she was working up there. Doing weeds as well. Gimme? What's a gimme? Gimme, it sounds like it should be some kind of gummy fruit candy. I know, Lost Boss. I'm just trying to make fun of you. What? You're not gonna share bacon? Okay, only with me. Sorry guys, you guys can't have any of our bacon. Yeah, Lucky, your internet breaks a lot. I have family that has internet in a sporadic, very sporadic as well, very expensive internet. And also power outages all the time. It's like we take for granted here in North America that we just have power and we just have internet. It just exists. At least most places. I am playing with less latency, which means the quality of the video might be down a bit, but I don't think it'll make a big difference. Unless you're watching in 4K, I don't think it'll make a big difference at all. Haven't played Farm Sim forever. Well, I think forever is maybe too strong of a word, but probably for many months. You lost your internet 11 times yesterday. Yeah, that could be frustrating, especially if it happens over and over. Uh, I don't know what it's set at. Um, uh, let's see. OBS right now is going 200 and or 2700 kbs. Yeah, same with me, Ross Bossman. I only get a few views and a few comments, a few likes, but I don't care. I'm not streaming for. Well, I guess I am streaming for you guys, but I'm not playing for you guys. I'm playing because I enjoy spending an hour or two in the morning on the weekend just to relax at a computer. And if I'm going to be doing that, I might as well stream. And then, thanks to all my trucking videos, I got lots of questions related to trucking, so I might as well just do live Q&A and talk to you guys, answer trucking questions or any other questions. So if you're not going to be playing the game anyway, well then don't go out of the way to stream. But if you're going to be playing a game anyway and you want to talk to yourself for an hour, go talk to yourself for an hour. If someone shows up, awesome. Because some days I have nobody show up. There are days where I stream for an hour and not a single comment. You get a couple of views, but some days are just like that. Other days are really busy. Well, I guess you and Lucky have that in common. Your internet keeps breaking. Yeah, I don't. Are you running on a laptop or on PC? Because I refuse to run Wi-Fi on my PC. I run a physical cable to the modem or to the router. Hey, Iron Thunder, how's it going? My laptop I'll run Wi-Fi, but my tower I'll run a long cable. I don't want that extra latency for when I can run a cable instead. No delay? Yeah, there's a little delay. I put it to medium setting because the least latency actually buffers a lot more, so I changed the delay. I didn't remember, but Farmer Joe remembered. But that's cool that I'm answering you quicker. Rensme, how's it going? Hey, Iron Thunder. Computer parts come in? Just tell me the computer parts came in. Please say the computer parts came in. Because you have a week off now, right? Off of school. The computer parts came in. Yes! Hallelujah. You can actually put it together. And you built it 2 days ago. Awesome. Computer parts come in, you immediately grab everything and throw it together. Next, you have to put diesel. Oh, so you have a diesel generator. Nice. That generator would idle forever. How often do you lose power, Lucky? Like once every few months or more regularly than that? Ah, the first time you're using AMD processor and graphics card. Nice. Yeah, Ross, I figured there'd be a bunch of mods that you needed to update or at least download. The only mod we're using that's not an in-game mod is that versatile mod. And I think I have it in my description. Regularly. So you lose power regularly. But what is regularly? A weekly basis? Daily basis. Regularly might be daily basis. I smell bacon too. Jess says she would share bacon with one person only. Besides me. Well, Iron Thunder, if you come all the way over here, you're the only person that she would share them with. But you have to make a Zeppelini for her. Or at least instruct her how to make it. Can you put bacon in Zeppelini? That's too hard. Sorry, nope. Only Iron Thunder gets bacon. Iron Thunder has bacon points. He saved up bacon points. There's a lot of crying and humping in there. Choosy beggars, right? I don't know if you guys ever read r/choosy beggars or choosing beggars. They're quite funny. Yeah, he says it's not fair comparing bacon to Zeppelini because Zeppelini's like a huge meal. Bacon, you just throw it in the pan. In the oven, she's baking it. A lot of potatoes and meat. Ah, look. You should be able to add bacon to that. Um, so your internet, so your power, not internet. Lucky says his power is really expensive as well. Yep, that's like my family in Belize. Electricity and internet is extremely expensive. Repair, yes. Repair, yes. Okay, so you have to get the mix of potato and meat. You have to get the recipe right, or else the meal falls apart. She still wants a crumbled bacon on top. So running the generator is on diesel is cheaper than paying for electricity. Yeah, diesel generator, especially if you're not using a lot of electricity. Um, Diesel doesn't use a lot of fuel to run the generator at a low idle, right? So you can use curds like cheese curds. To be honest, you can use anything. A lot of the older meals from the Great War and World War II are very simple meals. And thanks, Iron Thunder, for that um, recommendation of the YouTube channel World War II. Um, that I'm really enjoying that, and they were talking about meals there, how simple some of the meals are. Um, Ross Bossman, as always, ask. ASK. That's why you don't download 700 mods. I'm not going to run. Oh good, I tabbed there right away. I've got to set up the GPS. Don't have one saved. Oops. There we go. Synchronizing. We'll see how long this takes. It's like you have a new PC, you don't know what to do with it anymore. Ask. All lowercase ask. I hear the stove beeping. So do you have all the programs installed on your PC you want? Let's go Alt S here, auto width. There we go. The only program you instantly got was Steam. And the Brave browser. I don't know if I've ever heard of. Farmer Joe says we've talked about this before. So obviously I've heard, I don't remember Brave. Oh, Farmer Joe has it installed. Never mind. I use Chrome with a bunch of what do you call them? Extensions. Chrome with a bunch of extensions. Ross, you joining my farm? So Brave automatically blocks ads without the extensions. Ah, okay. Only thing I've got to do right now is running this combine and the truck on this field, the contract. Don't think I have anything else to do right now, so if you want to run the combine, you can. Let me just go check my other fields here quickly. I don't think any of that's grown yet, so yep, that's going to be all we have to do right now. You're literally trying to figure out what you're going to do for groceries? Making a chopping list? Take a quick look at the contract here. Where do we need to bring those seeds? Take it to Lone Oak CO. Not really. Seasons is great or single player. It's just not great for multiplayer, and I rarely play single player. Lone Oak is on the bottom right corner is Lone Oak. So no, I don't play with seasons. Oh no! So you can't get money from the bank to go buy groceries. Oh, that's a great idea, Lucky. Buy some solar panels. You could still keep the generator. So use the solar panels for basic lighting and stuff. And then use the generator when you need extra electricity. Yeah, the Super Bees are pretty cool. The only problem I have with the Super Bee, if if you go to the purchase screen here, let's go to trailers. The Super Bee. How much does a Super Bee hold? 60,000. Let's go to the single trailer. 60,000. Come on. The Super Bee should be able to hold probably 90,000. Well, that's only a dual. So if we went just on the axles alone, it should actually be able to hold about 140,000. It's like, come on, modders, make the Super Bees be able to haul more. They literally haul the same amount. I need to get a load of lumber and bring it down to Winkler. I brought a load down to... Oh, where was that? We do Boisevane every now and then, but I brought one just south of Winkler. Oh, I got a... Hmm? No, it was just north of Blumenfeld. Um, it was west of Blumenfield. You live far away. Nearest town is 30 kilometers, and nearest neighbor 6 kilometers. Oh yeah, that's out in the boonies. I know my boss once asked if I wanted to get a load, go to Winnipeg for the weekend. I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess so. I'm like, not really that close to family. I can't bobtail from Winnipeg down to where I have family and friends, but it's close. I get the dispatch, and it's literally a village 2 kilometers from where I have family living. I'm like, that's not Winnipeg, that's home. He goes, well, kind of the same area. I'm like, no, not same area at all. It's the same province, but that's about it. If you want to switch to the combine, Ross, feel free. I don't have any mowing to be done. I literally have, because I have people joining so not very often. So rarely people join the game that I don't have a lot to do. But if you want to switch to combining, you can gladly take that over. It's a little more consistent work. Just say the word. Okay, I will... You know, if I save this, let's go... I'm gonna save this. Okay, and then go back out. Can you load that GPS track? I saved it as harvest. Hopefully you can load that GPS and you don't have to reset everything. Alt-C to turn it on, and Control-S to go load. Alt-C, then Control-S. You're downloading Farming Sim on your new computer, or on your dad's new computer. Just gonna go without GPS? Sure. Oh, so I'm missing a message from Lucky here. The GPS takes a little while to learn, figure out. It's not the easiest thing. Um, Lucky, your family lives 397 kilometers away. Yeah, my family's spread all the way apart like that too. All over the world. Same with Farmer Joe. Well, not the world, but North and Central America. Hang on, new account, Iron Thunder. New account for Steam? That would mean you have to buy the game twice, so that doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, for me, one of my brothers lives really close, same town. Um, I don't actually have any grass cutting technology. I don't have any grass cutting stuff. Farmer Joe has some grass cutting technologies, but I think all she's got left to do is pick up some bales. Um, I've got, where was I? I got a sister that lives a day drive away. I've got cousins that live 2 day drive away. I've got in-laws that live a full day a drive away. I've got other in-laws that are 3 day drive away. Um, and then I've got more family that is a flight. You're not going to drive that. Only an insane person would drive that distance. Oh, okay, cool. Yep, Belize. Got that right. We were hoping to fly there this March, but that's not going to happen. So I won't disappear in March like we had planned. I'm stopping the truck here and eating some bacon. So we're going to plan on going to Belize next year in January, I think. Yeah, about a year ago we were in Belize. Almost exactly a year ago we were in Belize. Nathaniel, Ross Bossman is in the combine. Lucky, I'm kind of on your same side there. I live in a city right now, and I would love to live a little bit outside of a city. Um, Close enough that I could drive and get all the groceries and local amenities, high-speed internet and that kind of stuff. But far enough away that I can't see or hear my neighbors. That would be that would be pretty cool. And that's why I don't want to be able to see or hear my neighbors. That way I can be as noisy as I want without any kind of complaint. Do whatever I want. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Bacon's awesome. Yeah, Iron Thunder, that's why when we moved to this apartment, we demanded the top floor. We don't want anybody at the top of us. I don't need a bunch of people running around making noise on top of me. That's me. I'm the one running around making noise for the people below me. A 1,000 acres. All I need is 3 acres. 3 acres would be enough for me. 10 acres of forest. Yeah, I could handle 10 acres of forest. That'd be pretty cool. No, no, no mowing. Let it just be wild. 10 acres of your own quadding trails and stuff. Oh, that'd be nice. Maybe make a small yard up front where you mow grass and keep it nice looking. But for the most part, let it be wild. Not really. No, there's a lot of land up here. Um, my brother's in-laws have quite a bit of land, and the problem they have is their backyard is attached to a park. And sometimes they get some trespassers on the backyard that think that they're still in the park. So I went to their place and took a GPS and mapped out where the border is and put up a bunch of no trespassing signs. And that seems to have helped their problem. But there's so much wild land here. There's not much trespassing issues here. There's so much crown land. Everybody goes to the crown land and just plays in the crown land. So your farm has 30 acres of forest? Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, 30 acres of just forest to play around in. Yeah, Ross Bossman thinks this field's done, I think. You have a four-wheel drive truck. Just texting to my buddy, asking if I scored a long weekend. Let's try very high graphics. Nice. You're still having the mod thing where you can't download the mods on the internet. You have to download them in game. That does I don't know why they're having issues like that. Too far away. It seems like Farming Sim recently has started having some weird issues with mods and with servers. I wonder if that's got anything to do with the not releasing Farming Sim 21. And now it's working. Oh, so the ad blocker, see, go back to Chrome. But the server issues are annoying. When people can't join because of servers, it's not cool. Almost like I have no idea how to back up a Super B. Problem is the steering doesn't turn quick enough. I back these things up in real life all the time. And you're right, they're hard to back up. Last week I had to back up and it was really slippery. And my steering wouldn't grab. You can't back up a Super B if you don't have steering. Backing up a Super B, you want very precise steering. Okay, got a bit of lag there. Maybe the autosave. Not going back to not having the autosave, I'll take the lag. I agree, but their DLCs and extensions better be worth a download. I haven't downloaded a single DLC yet. Because honestly, the DLCs they've offered so far, why would I buy them when I just get free DLC, free mods that do similar things? And if I get the DLCs and play multiplayer, well, then everybody that wants to join has to also buy that DLC. Now, I really love games that if the host has DLCs, other people can still join in game. Just cannot use those DLCs. Hmm? Like Civilization 5. If the host has all the DLCs, it doesn't matter if you have the basic game. You can still join the game. You're just not going to have some of the perks that the other players have. Yeah, as long as the host has the DLC, everybody else has DLC automatically as well. Um, that's what Civ does, but you are not allowed to use the other DLCs. The game will still play right and act right. So in farming sim like this, you would it should just automatically download those mods, and you can only use those mods if you join a different farm. You're not allowed to buy them on you're not allowed to buy them on your own farm. You're not allowed to use them in single player, but in multiplayer you're allowed to use the DLCs that you have or that the host has bought. That would that there would make me go buy the DLCs. Go, yeah, sure, I'll go buy them now. It doesn't matter if other people don't have them. They can still play the game. Ooh, should slow her down for that corner there a little bit. Here, birdie. I do. That's interesting. The front trailer is a lot dirtier than the back trailer. Did I forget to wash one? I think Iron Thunder. Yep, Iron Thunder is joining. With maxed out graphics for the first time. Up. Oh, your dad visits you when he has to go pick up a load of vegetables near your farm? Nice. Hello, Iron Thunder. So how's the game with maxed out graphics? Is it a lot different, or? It's nice? Yeah. I know I would have to upgrade my computer to max out. I'm just gonna wait here and wait for Ross to finish the field. Should take a quick look at this field. Looks like it still has no growth here, so nothing to do on my farm yet. What's that? Iron Thunder, Farmer Joe has a lot of bales to be picked up. If you don't want to do that, she'll figure something else out for you. Was this contract finished at all? It is, okay. I'll collect. Okay, contract. I'm tempted to do this. Field 55. Where is field 55? Well, that's not a very big field. Just to do something different. I think I'm gonna go for it. Borrow items. For some reason I can't go back. There we go. Kind of frozen up. Okay, so field 55. I'll bring this trailer to that field. I don't necessarily want to use the trailer that the contract allows me. Yeah, that's my combine. Watch out for the hydro poles when you come around that first corner there, but you get snagged. It's a tight fit. Oh, so you guys run the same truck or company, whatever. You swap trucks sometimes. Nice. Oh, I guess you're too far away to repair. Whoa. Let's move that out of the way. I was just thinking repairing. I want to repair this harvester before moving it to a field, so I'm going to do this right away while I'm remembering this. Okay, come on. How am I supposed to attach to that when you don't give enough room? Where do I repair this thing? In the back? Yes. I might as well drive this to the field and then I'll grab the big rig and bring it to the same field. That tractor can go to the same field. Oh, you guys own the truck. Okay, got it. So you're getting 60 frames per second and still lagging. I'm getting 24 frames per second and not lagging, so it's not it's not your computer. It is how many millisecond delay do you have? Oh, you guys drive a W9. I'll let you pass me as I smash into the side of you accidentally. Oh yeah, see, that's a lot of millisecond delay there. There's different models of W9. Oh, 2004. Okay, it's a 2004 W9 Kenworth. So I'll have, when I get my new truck, I'll have a very similar truck. I'll get the W990. Not sure what wasn't very realistic. I wasn't paying enough attention. Because I'll have the 2020 W990, which is a more modern truck, but it has a bit of an old school look to it. Yeah, I've looked at the window on the taco shop. The the, the owner is complaining to Steam, I guess. It's pretty funny. Oh, I won't have GPS on this thing. I would have gone for the W9. I'm pretty sure we can put beats on both on the other on the Super B as well. Just don't remember how to. There we go. The W9 was something I was looking at. I turned it down because of how narrow the cab is versus the 990. Oh, I turned frames per second on. Don't need that. Okay, cool, Ross. Um, the 9 is a really I like the truck a lot, but the 990 has the more modern interior. Oh, you like the road I made through that field? Thanks. Um, so you have a white. Okay. And I found that awesome. I found that and thanks Iron Thunder. You know what for. Um, yeah, just throw it in storage. Yep. Forgot about the leftover barley. I found that the old school trucks that Peter built, the Kenworth, I'm too big of a person. Like there's no room for my legs. For someone as tall as I am, it's just not a comfortable truck. I love the styling and all the outside look to it, but the more modern, bigger, roomier truck is I have to go with that. I should have looked at how many weeds this field had first. Hopefully we can finish this contract and make money off of it. If that doesn't work out, I'll have to plant my own beets to finish the contract. It'd be worth it. Although I would really prefer to go into the potato. I want to buy potato equipment. That's what we talked about last time. But first, I want to buy Field 50. After we bought Field 50, I want to get into the potato harvesting. Huh. Maybe. See if I can go closer. I guess not. Nope, guess not. Beets will not go into a grain trailer. Oh well, that's good to know actually. When I go into potatoes in the future, I'll have to buy a different trailer. Okay. It makes sense. A type of trailer it is, but Okay. We'll do it with a little trailer. I'm backing up in the way here if you're coming. I don't know where you are, but this is a fairly small field. What's up? No, I'm good for now. Yeah, I'm lucky. I like the old school trucks too, but only to look at. To drive in, because of I'm over 6 feet tall. It's just not as nice than riding the modern trucks. A lot more comfortable in the bigger modern trucks. Ah yes, no DEF in the old trucks. Yeah, that's got to be a lot cheaper on repairs. Because I'll be honest, most of my repairs are due to DEF. Hey, Iron Thunder, could you take care of the chat? Or Ross? Farmer Joe's AFK right now. Yeah, we need a sledgehammer. Thank you. Iron Thunder got it. I don't have any other trailers. Where are we delivering this to? Yeah, no problem. It just popped up, so and I was busy here, so I figured if you guys could do that. Agra. Oh, so we're bringing it way up there, right next to the store. Let's see. How much? Let's repay my debt. So yeah, I might, with how fast that trailer fills up, yeah, sounds good. We'll be pretty busy running back and forth with that trailer and this harvester. That's okay. It's only a small field. Actually doing this I'm looking forward to doing my own potato harvesting with GPS. I don't know centimeters. Okay, I gotta Google it. I mean, I live in a metric country, but I measure myself in feet. I measure myself in pounds and in feet. My truck-wise, though, I have to measure the weight of my truck in kilogram when running in Canada and in pounds when running in the U.S. It's a little over 5'11". Yeah, I'm 6'3", I think. I haven't measured myself a long time. Oh, I see what you did there. I like it. It took me a little while to realize what you did there. I'm glad I put that hitch on the back. It works. Why haul it with a tractor when you can haul the trailer with the big rig? Yeah, and Ross Bossman, GPS is a game changer, especially when doing um, potatoes and beets. Iron Thunder is 171 centimeters. Well, Ross Bossman, ready for a lot of brain damage. Us tall people bang our heads on everything. I always tell people, disadvantage of being tall. We slam our heads against everything, a lot more brain damage. Not a lot of people know that you drive truck. Lucky. You know what? Honestly, a lot of people don't know I don't drive truck either. Even though people join me in here live stream watching Farm Sim all the time. No, real life you would never, never drop beets. Real life you drop beets in a big pile. Either on a very big pile or onto a conveyor belt. One of those two. That's true, Lucky. A lot of people don't know how to drive the old manual transmission. You got three shifter in your truck. Yeah. Yeah. That I think I could do it. I've never driven a three shifter, but I think I could do it. It would just be, it's a lot of extra work. I've watched some YouTube videos of the three shifter trucks. My normal truck is just an automated manual transmission, but every now and then I just drive a regular manual transmission, and I don't have three shifters. You still have you just click the switches back and forth as you want to make the different shifts for high and low and direct and over. But in the three shifter, the three sticks, you got to do all of that with a stick instead of just flipping the switch. Now, for your ATS, the gaming setup, what kind of shifter is on that thing? Does it have the three? Can you go into direct and over and then high and low? Or is it just basically, are you just shifting the gear shifter, or are you clicking switches between the shifts? So it is for 18 speed shifter, the one you play with? Nice. Yeah, 3 sticks. Yeah, like on our trucks we still slice the differential too, but it's just a button. Because you go low and then low direct, low over, because you slice the differential. Why am I stuck? And then you go first, and then you splice the differential again, first over, second direct, second over, third direct, third over, fourth direct, fourth over, and then you go to high and start back on first. So you go to high and then first over, which is really fifth, 5, 6, 7, you know. I don't know. I think that's my brain might not be working right, but that's. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah. So in the manuals. Hello, Peter Van Dyke. I don't know if I got your last name right. There's a J in there I didn't see. Sounds good. Ross. Yeah, it's low, low, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and then you switch to high, and then it's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and that's 18 speeds right there. Yep. But you have to do it all. You can't just flick switches. You've got to do that all with sticks. So for you, so for Lucky, you would have to go take the first stick, put it into gear, into low gear, and then put in the clutch and grab the second stick. And then to switch from low over to first gear, you have to grab the second stick back to direct and then grab your first stick to the first gear. Yeah. And then once you get to fourth gear, you actually, if you want to switch from fourth gear over to fifth gear direct, you have to actually move all 3 sticks in one shift. At least that's how I'm seeing it in my head. You're playing with your keyboard. Well, same with me. I'm just saying in real life, the truck with the three sticks Lucky's talking about. 1 gear on there, 1 shift. But the original 18 speeds with 3 sticks, to switch from 4th over to 5th direct, you had to move all 3 sticks in 1 shift. That's a lot of work you're doing to make that shift. Now imagine you're doing that shift up a steep hill, hauling a Super Bee. You really have no choice, but you have to take your hand off the steering wheel to move all these sticks in the allotted time you have to make that shift. If you ever want to actually see what this looks like, just search YouTube, 3-stick shifting, and you'll find some YouTube videos of it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, Lucky, I got a mad respect for anyone that runs a truck like that. Well, there's not 18 slots in the shifter, because you're reusing a lot of the same slots. That's what the other sticks do, is they allow you to reuse. Triple trailers. Okay, even worse. Triple trailers going up a hill, try to shift from 5th gear to 4th gear as you have to downshift going up a hill. I guess you can skip gears going downhill. It wouldn't be quite as bad going down, or not quite as bad downshifting, because you'll just skip a couple of gears. And you've got to be double clutching all this stuff. Yeah. Yep, definitely mad respect for anyone that runs 3-stick 18-speed transmission. Yeah. And you better get all this down before you hit bad weather. Yep. 18 gears. Yep. 18 speed is 18 gears. Yep. My truck is 18 gear truck, but the computer does all the shifting for me, while Lucky is going through these manually, all 18 gears. Now, having said that, the transmission sitting underneath your seat only has, well, it has 6 gears. So the transmission sitting under your seat has low, reverse, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you have a high and low gear in there. You can, which would doubles what you have there. So you go high and low. So now you've doubled those numbers. But then you double those because you've got a splitter in the rear differential. So you have high and low in the differential as well. So when you're shifting, if you're going to start in low direct, so you start in low gear, in direct, which is the lower of the low gear, and then you go to low gear over, which is like overdrive. So not really overdrive, but we'll just say, so you go low gear, low over, and then you go to first gear, first over, second gear, second over, third over, fourth over. And then you switch that transmission to high. You never go down to low again, because that gear doesn't really exist. Then you go back to first and first over, which is really fifth and fifth over, but it's in the same position as first gear. And then second over, which is sixth gear, third over, which is seventh gear, and then fourth over, which is fourth gear, in the same position, but that gets you 18 gears, 18 different gear settings. Just like your bicycle shifter has a high and low on the front sprocket by your pedal, and then all the different gears on the back. but the trucks have an additional splitter between that, but kind of like a bicycle shifter where you have high and low on the front and then all the shifts in the back too. So you're shifting the front and back. It's more complicated than that, but that gives you a bit of an idea. So essentially your bike with the front and rear shifting would have two sticks. We have 3 sticks in the old manuals. Hey Hapco! Man, everybody's coming around today. Luckily, hopefully I gave that some justice to 3-stick shifting, because I've never done it. Ever. I've seen YouTube videos of it being done. It just seems like a lot of chaos. See, Ross, I think that's a difference between me and you. I really couldn't care less how many viewers I have. I get that's pretty cool. Same with subscribers. I don't really pay attention how many subscribers I have. That's why I'm still streaming and you're not, because you care what other people think about you. I just stream for myself, and for anyone joining in chat, I have a really awesome conversation. Like today, this is fun. I'm really enjoying this. No, don't be sorry. I'm just saying that we have differences, right? There's nothing wrong with the way you do it. I'm not saying your way is wrong. We're just saying we're very different. We have very different ways of approaching, and that's how life is, right? We have a lot of you guys in comments right here. I know we have atheists and Christians and Muslims, all these different religions in here, and we can communicate and talk to each other. Just because we're different doesn't mean we can't be friends. So we have a very different way of approaching life. And none of these ways are necessarily wrong or right. We all have wrong and right in us. Yeah, Lucky, lots of work to shift those gears. I can't even imagine how much work that is. Like, I couldn't imagine driving through a city doing all those shifts. When I'm in the manual transmission and they're all those different, the 3 sticks are really 1 stick and 2 buttons. I'm just like, I wish I had my automatic, because manual's just too much work. Having said that, there are some definite advantages to the manual transmission. When you want to do low speed stuff, the manual transmission is just so much better than the automatic. Trying to back up, and the manual is just better at backing up and slow, low speeds, climbing mountains. Manual is just better. But overall, I've learned the automatic. And when I say automatic, it is still a manual transmission, but the computer does the shifting. The computer does all 18 speed shifting for you. And sometimes the computer gets a little confused. When you're climbing a mountain and your wheel starts spinning, the computer goes, hey, we're speeding up. I'll shift up. No, 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 no. Very, very bad. You have now spun out and you have to stop and put chains on because of that silly computer. So that catches me off guard every now and then. When I climb mountains and I know the roads are slippery, I hit that manual button and I manually shift the gears up and down, because the computer is not smart enough to get that. But every now and then, slippery road catches me off guard and I spin out and I have to throw chains on. If I had been in manual mode, I could have kept going. But yep, switching to the manual button, it it it's it makes the automatic drivable in winter on the mountains. Hey Hapco, what are you up to these days? Yeah, I've been listening to a podcast, No Dumb Questions, recently, and it's been so much fun listening to that. And just having insight of how different we are as people and we can still get along. I love that idea. Hapco, you got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, Lucky, I respect you for driving an old school free shifter truck. Well, no dumb questions. Also does YouTube videos. It's made by the same guy that does Smarter Every Day, or one of the hosts is from Smarter Every Day. Uh, Hapco. Teacher in high school is finishing his master's degree, trying to stream on YouTube. Masters in what? In teaching, or because masters, that stuff is no joke. That's a lot of work. I know when Farmer Joe's friends was taking her doctorate. Yeah, that's some serious stuff. Schooling. That's pretty awesome. Um, yeah, I guess that would surprise any CVSE officer here. We call our inspectors CVSE officers, Commercial Vehicle Safety and Enforcement. Most other people just call them DOT, Department of Transportation. But when you go through the scale, and I'm sure when you say weighbridge, you mean the scale. We call it a weigh station or a scale. You go through there and get an inspection. I imagine their eyes would go a little big too if you saw a three-stick transmission going through there going, whoa, old school. Okay, that's way too busy. That's crazy. Doing engineer in computer communications and a separate teaching degree. and also a master's in Okay, you know what? You're crazy. I'm mad respect for anybody that goes goes that deep into a lot of schooling stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I like it. You might start your PhD soon. Crazy. So, are you gonna? Do you plan on teaching while you work on your PhD? You'll be Dr. Hapko. That'd be awesome. Just putting the DR in front of every name. That's just cool. I heard of someone that got their doctorate in nursing. I'm like, Doctor Nurse. That was awesome. Doctor Nurse. Where did I hear that? I think it was a YouTube video somewhere. Doctorate in nursing. I'm like, I didn't know such a thing existed, but it makes sense, right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Start teaching while you're doing your thesis to help with your thesis. Yeah, I'm not sure how expensive schooling is for you guys there, but the one big problem I have with the American and Canadian schooling system is to get a doctorate on anything, you're pretty much paying that debt off for the rest of your life. Unless you get a really, really high paying job, you're paying for that the rest of your life. And Farmer Joe's friend was so deep into her doctorate when she realized she hated the subject she was studying and goes, well, I've spent all this money, I'm going to finish this doctorate, but it is somewhat useless to her because she's not interested in the subject matter anymore. Hopefully that turns around and she comes back to it after going away from it for a while, but she's teaching now in a college? Yeah, she's teaching in a college now. So, I mean, the doctorate is helping her out teaching, but she no longer enjoys the subject. It's like, that is too bad. Okay. Okay, so yeah, your schooling is a, because I know American schooling has gone ridiculous, ridiculous prices. So that's good that you're paying for your school a fairly reasonable rate. There's nothing bad about school being expensive, but being stupid expensive, I have a problem with that. To Lucky, you've been driving for 8 years. And your teacher instructor couldn't believe that you drove the truck you're driving. Your teacher instructor probably didn't know how to drive it. Oh, and your mom didn't have to pay anything for her master's. See, that's American schooling system is screwed up. It's not going to take many generations before, well, maybe we're already there. Before North America is just dumb compared to the rest of the world because people can't afford to go to school, can't afford to get smart. And then all those loans to get your master's and to get your doctorates, you have 6 months to start paying that bill. So you only have 6 months to get a job that will support paying your school back off, which is just ridiculous. Sounds good, Ross Bossman. We're gonna bail out here pretty quick too, so we probably won't be here by the time you get back. But thanks for joining, helping on the farm for a bit. I agree, Hapco. Uh, I'm I'm not against capitalism. I enjoy capitalism, but America is not capitalism anymore. It just isn't. The system is so messed up. Capitalism is broken in America. And unfortunately, with the USA being right next to Canada, a lot of our economy relies on the US economy. All right. It's pretty cool how that works. Oops, it was running. Okay. I don't see a civil war in the US for a long time. I mean, other countries that were doing really well have all of a sudden surprised. War can come out of anywhere. Um, I would think there'd be a lot of protests before anything would get drastic, but I could see that going very wrong if something like that happened. You know, this isn't the place to talk about America is messed up because. Yeah, let's not get political. Yeah, I know a lot of U.S. people go, "I'm moving to Canada because it's messed up." It's like, hey, wait a minute. Canada's not all rainbows and unicorns either. We've got two provinces that want to break away from Canada. Our health system is in trouble. Our insurance, government insurance system is in trouble. Free health care, not so much anymore. It's still a lot freer than the US, but it's not free. I get huge deductions off all my paydays for health care, so it's not free, but it is still cheaper. But it's not all rainbows like people think. Because of our expensive interwebs. Yes, I agree with you, Hapco and Iron Thunder. Our internet is ridiculous pricing too. The telemarketing telecommunication industry is just made us think that it's normal to pay this much money for internet when the rest of the world gets it for almost free. Yeah, and cell phone data, extremely expensive compared to other countries. It's like, why? Because we're gullible enough to think that's okay? Exactly, they're ripping us off because we don't know that they're ripping us off. We, like, I know that they're ripping us off, but for the most part, for the most part, most Canadians don't realize that we're getting ripped off so badly. It's like all it is signals along a line that doesn't cost the telecommunication company anything. What I'm paying $50 for cost the company micro pennies. Once the infrastructure is up, it doesn't cost them anything, really. A little bit of electricity. That's fine, Ross. But thanks for joining now anyway. We're definitely going to be... You probably won't make it back in time because we're going to be bailing out here pretty quick because I've been streaming for 2 hours and I need a break. But we'll be on probably not tomorrow. Might be on tomorrow. I don't know. I'm looking at Jess. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Hey, Ren's me. Welcome back. But yeah, I think we're going to call it a day here. I'm just going to bring this truck back to the field and then we'll call it a day. I won't stop the stream or the game right away, Iron Thunder, so you guys can keep going and finishing what you guys are doing. And then, but I'm going to finish what I'm doing here. You've been on the phone with a phone operator. Figure anything out? Hopefully you got some ways. But thank you, everybody that joined. Really appreciate it. Been a lot of input, a lot of conversations. I love it. I like hearing about your lives. It makes my day interesting because, and hopefully it shines a light on you guys too, realizing how different we are from country to country. How we realize we're all screwed up, just screwed up in different ways. And just because you think someone's rich doesn't mean they're happy. I always think Americans get looked at as fairly rich people, but they're not the happiest people out there. Okay, Rensme, call my boss and tell him to get me a load to Manitoba. It's been a while. I would be very happy to get another load to Manitoba. Yeah, my boss says he's got lots of loads going to Manitoba and Ontario, but he can't find any loads, easy loads coming back. So I would be stuck over there for a few days, and I'm like, I'd be okay with that. I've got family. But he's not okay with the truck not making money. But yeah, it's been a while since I got a Manitoba run. It'd be nice to get another Manitoba run. But anyway, I'm bailing out. Thank you guys again. You guys absolutely rock. Please come back. Comment again. Talk to me, talk to each other. Try to stream every weekend. And I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. because we're planning things. There might be a chance I'll be on a Monday morning if I'm not on Sunday morning, or vice versa. but we'll kind of have to play it by ear. But I should be even next weekend. I can't tell you if I'll be here on Saturday or Sunday, but I should be here one day next weekend, Saturday or Sunday, because we got lots of plans next weekend too. So we'll have to play it by ear when the next stream will be. But I should have one stream next weekend for sure, Saturday or Sunday. So just put a toy dump truck on the back of your trailer. I thought about doing that, but then I have to go through a scale if I'm empty. So it's a good point right there. I saw a guy that had a toy dump truck strapped to the back of his trailer. He has to now legally go through a scale when he's running empty because he has a load on it now, which I thought was kind of funny. But anyway, I know I'm so terrible at hanging up on people. I just keep talking and talking and talking, but I really gotta go. So thanks again. Hopefully I get a load to Manitoba soon. Adios.